Last time on Left Behind.
Mr. Steele, what can I do for you?
I need a ride to France.
Cameron, I am closer than you think.
Doc, that's what you said last time.
The truth is, Miss Durham's so-called fatal plane crash never happened.
I'm striving toward the sharpest edge ever fashioned by hand.
If I'm not being too nosy, can you tell me what you're going to use such a powerful handgun for?
It's a trap. Hattie's in custody. The GC are waiting.
No.
If Rayford makes it to that apartment, they'll kill him.
Based on Assassins, the sixth book in the best-selling series, Tyndale House Publishers proudly presents episode 69 of the dramatic audio edition of Left Behind.
First car's on its way. I'll take our stuff to the hotel and wait. Any idea when you'll be by?
Impossible to say. Go straight to their apartment, try to surprise them. It's just after 7 here. We might just catch them sleeping.
I'll drop Rafe a couple blocks from the address Bo gave us.
And if Sam's armed?
I have to hope they'll listen. I'll say the GC's onto them. They have to move. I think Hattie will believe it.
Then we head back to the hotel and improvise. We have to get rid of Bo's brother somehow.
Oh, here's the rental.
Goodbye, love. See you at the hotel.
Be careful.
I have to go. I'm meeting a friend in Greece. But before I leave...
I know.
This thing just keeps getting worse from now until the end.
I am at a crossroads, Cameron. I can tell you this. I am no longer an agnostic. I recognize the great supernatural war going on.
Then you know you can't remain neutral.
There is so much I don't understand.
We're all new at this. All you need is the basics, and you know what those are.
That is true.
So the question is, what are you going to do with what you already know? What do you do with Jesus?
I don't know. I don't know.
Doctor, life is going to get worse for all of us.
I know what Sion says about taking the mark to buy or sell. So in reality, you are calling me to a life worse than the wretched existence I already know.
I'm calling you to the truth. I'm pleased. We want you with us. We can't imagine losing you, knowing you're separated for eternity from the God who loves you.
I pledge this to you as I did once to Sion. I will not take the mark of Nikolai Carpathia. If I should starve to death for taking that stand, so be it. I shall not be forced to trade my freedom for an existence in this wretched society.
Now listen, about this Sam Hansen, we can ditch this boy as soon as we get in the car. You could tell him to step outside with you for a minute and then jump back in. I'll take off and there we go.
Could work.
Or how about this?
Get in the left lane.
When you first bring him in the car, I get out and we do the formal introductions. I open the door for the lady, then give this Hansen character the big old Oklahoma shove. By the time his head clears, we'll be au revoir.
They're using the names James Dykes and May Willie. Sometimes you gotta wonder.
Here's another idea.
Look, no offense, Dwayne, but I don't much care how we do it as long as we get it done.
Gotta have a plan.
We have plenty of options. If it doesn't feel right to get him to step out of the car, do whatever you have to do.
You got it, Parker.
I program my phone to dial Rayford every 60 seconds.
Hey, if I had any idea this was going to go sideways like this, I could have flown to France and intercepted him myself.
Yeah, I've been going through reams of recorded conversation. I found something between Leon and the intelligence chief, Walter Moon.
Now, what did it say?
Well, it confirms what Leon told me, that they killed the pilot, Sam Hansen, and that they're holding Hattie in Brussels.
Is there any evidence that she talked?
Not that I can find, but I did find out that there's an armed GC guard posing as Sam Hansen, waiting in the French apartment.
Rayford's walking right into it.
I know.
You let Sion and the others know? They ought to be prepared just in case.
Well, Sion knows. They've been trying to reach him, too. Mac, caller ID. It's him. It's Rayford.
Answer it.
Captain Steele, where are you?
Excuse me, sir. This is Mrs. Dwayne Tuttle. Captain Steele is not here.
Not there?
Well, I saw this phone in the captain's luggage and turned it on. Dozens and dozens of messages have been scrolling by, all with your number and a abort message. I thought I ought to call.
Ma'am, thank you. Where is Rayford right now?
In Le Havre. He and my husband are on their way to try to find Miss Durham.
Does your husband have a phone?
No, sir.
Is there any way we can reach them?
Well, I have the address where they're going.
Here, let me
when
have
they
that.
get back,
Ma'am,
I can...
this is Mac McCullum. Remember meeting me in Africa?
Oh, yes, sir. How are you feeling?
Trudy, listen to me and do exactly what I say. It's a matter of life and death.
Oh, dear.
How well do you know that town?
Well, basically just from the airport to here.
Get yourself a map at the desk and have them tell you the quickest way to that apartment. Drive as fast as you can. Do not let anyone stop you. You have to tell Captain Steele to abort. This is a GC trap.
Abort. Yes, sir.
Any questions at all?
No, sir.
Good luck. Call us and let us know what happens.
That's it. The red brick, 3rd floor.
Got it.
Let me drive a little past and park.
There's one up there, opposite side of the street.
Seedy little dump, isn't it?
It's perfect, really. I'm impressed. This may be the best choice they made in the whole fiasco. Let's watch a while, see if she comes or goes.
And it should be in that block.
And that's the fastest way?
Yes, the other ways are very much traffic.
Oh,
Your
all right.
car is here, madam.
Oh, thank you. How far away am I, time-wise?
I would say you could make it perhaps 15 minutes.
Oh, 15. All right, thank you.
Look, all right, that's enough of this. I'm tired of waiting. I'm going in.
Hang on. The door's opening. Man and a woman, is that her?
No, Hattie's smaller than that.
You think this handsome clown has a gun?
Doubt it. If Sam's as bright as his brother, he wouldn't know which end to aim anyway, and Hattie'd worry about breaking a nail. Look, if I'm not back in 5 minutes, come looking for me.
Hey, you be careful.
Yeah.
Take your time, no rush.
Who is it?
Tom Agee.
Who?
Thomas Agee.
I don't know that name.
I'm a friend of the woman who lives here.
There's no woman here. Just me.
May Willie doesn't live here. I need to speak with May. Tell her it's a friend. Hey, what's with the gun? Can I come in?
Who'd you say you're looking for?
You wouldn't have opened the door if you didn't hear me. Now, where is she?
Hey, I told you, it's just me here. What do you want with her?
You mean the one who doesn't live here?
Tell me what you want to hit the street.
Are you Samuel Hansen?
Name's Jimmy Dykes.
Then you are Samuel Hansen. Now, where's Hattie?
Buddy, you're lost, all right? Get out of here.
If I'm in the wrong place, how did I know yours and Hattie's real names? Now, let me in.
You're not GC, are you?
I'm a friend.
And your real name's not Agee?
We have to be careful, Sam. I'm Ray Steele.
Steele?
By the way, your brother Bo says hi.
Yeah. Hey, look, come in while I grab a shirt, huh? And shut the door, will you? I'm sorry about the gun, it's a precaution,
Yeah.
no problem. Hey, Hattie's not here, but I'll take you to her, though. When'd you get in town? Hey!
My car's out front.
Hey, let's go.
What happened?
Guy put his head through the window.
Oh, there's Dwayne.
Trudy, what in the world?
Go! We'll catch up with you. Stay down.
I was at the hotel. I got a call from McCullum.
Mac?
Yeah, they were waiting for you all along.
Hand me the phone. What happened to Sam? That wasn't Bo's brother?
No, it was a GC plane.
Ray.
I'm here, Mac.
Oh, thank God. It was a trap, Ray.
So I see. Where's Hattie?
She's in custody. Bo's brother is dead.
Guess I'm lucky not to be.
Now, what happened to the GC guy?
Oh, he had a little run-in with the front window. He recovered enough to spray a few rounds at us.
Oh, man. Nobody hit?
No, don't think so.
Okay. Are you being followed?
Not that I can tell. Not yet, anyway.
Good, good. You'll probably be safe at the hotel for a little while, but you need to leave the country as soon as possible.
Now, if the guy hasn't bled to death, I'm sure he's blown my cover. I used my fake name and my real name.
What?
Look, I won't get through customs if they know I'm in France. We'll figure it out. And Mac.
Yeah?
I owe you one.
Okay, hear me out. We didn't get to use my ideas for ditching Hattie's boyfriend, so this is only fair.
Go for it.
Okay. Trudy and I drop off our rental and get the plane ready for takeoff. You hang back, say 15 minutes, then drop off your car. It'll take a few minutes to process. When you're done, you move to the back fence here. The terminal's here. Okay, you can see it from the back of the lot. Now, once you're past the fence...
And how do you propose I do that?
Hop it.
Pros and cons?
Well, that could be a long run on that gimpy knee of yours. Now, on the other hand, if I bring the Super J to you, that's going to draw a lot of eyes, and maybe even some freaked-out officials trying to keep me out of that area.
How will I know you're ready? I don't want to go too soon.
You'll hear it screaming at you.
All right. I like it. Do this. Get the J in takeoff position, then ask permission to taxi out of the sun near the terminal to check out something underneath. That'll put you close enough for me to vault the fence and make it pretty quick.
I'll tell them I heard a squeak in the wheel bearing, see if I can't get them to poke around under there with me while you're slipping on board.
Great. As plans go, this is another one.
I am sorry you had to go all that way to find out Chaim is still not ready.
Oh, believe me, he's been on my mind since I left.
Here's some coffee.
Thanks, son.
Did you get to Greece to speak with Laszlo's?
Yeah, he says the GC is ready to buy his business when he gives the word. Here, this here's a copy of the plans for the co-op warehouse.
Hey, now we're talking.
Yeah, it'll look like a GC-sanctioned shipping business, but in reality...
The major hub for believers throughout the world.
Exactly.
I congratulate you, Chloe. What about the underground church?
I don't know what they're going to do about
Why? What's the matter?
it. Well, it's grown so large, they're out of room.
Oh, may God be praised for such a problem.
Voulez-vous garder les frais sur la carte, monsieur?
Excuse me?
Do you want to keep the charges on the card, sir?
Yeah, keep it on the card. Is something wrong?
No, sir. It will only be a moment. Excuse me.
J'ai un client ici qui a date de description. Il s'appelle Agi Thomas.
Gardez-lui là! Il faut rester là!
Sorry, it did not go through.
What do you mean? It's right there.
Please, I will try again.
Hey, look, I'm late for a flight. Just send me a bill.
No, you must wait. I need a new card.
Bill me!
Il s'enfuit. Il court vers la barrière.
Over here. Oh, wait. No, the stairs. Give me the stairs. Oh,
John, Raymond! Grab my hand! I don't want to pull you out! Grab it now!
The door's shut now! This twist today saved my life.
It's the last time, too. I'm just retired.
She's something, ain't she?
You two make quite a pair. I could have used you about 20 seconds earlier.
How about we make up those 20 seconds? Hang on, Ray.
You gonna head west?
I can head any direction you want, say the word.
Well, give me a 9-0 heading.
East it is. I'll stay below the radar level while so they can forget about tracking us. Just buckle up and hang on.
All right.
David Hasid.
David, it's Annie. Listen.
Oh, hi.
The head of my department and a couple of other higher-ups just went into Fortunato's office.
Mm-hmm.
Get this. They brought Hickman in.
From intelligence?
Yeah, and you know what this will be about.
Oh, you bet. You understand that I'd love you even if you weren't the most valuable mole in the place.
What a sweet thing to say.
I know.
Thank you from the bottom of my moly little heart.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Mr. Hickman, your assessment, please?
Well, these cultists are what I call literalists. They believe ancient writings, particularly the Jewish Torah and the Christian New Testament, and they make no distinction between historical records, many of which have been proven accurate, and figurative symbolic languages of the so-called prophetic passages. They mold current events to the prophecies for their own ends. For example, they say this poison vapor warfare we're in now is the fulfillment of a prophecy, which includes monstrous horses with lions' heads, ridden by 200 million men.
Are we going somewhere with this, Jim? His Excellency is looking for specifics.
Yes, Commander. All that to say this. As these people take these writings literally, they attribute to these two crazy preachers...
The potentate calls them the Jerusalem twosome.
Yeah, I love that. Anyway, the Ben Judahites believe that these old coots are the so-called witnesses of the 11th chapter of the Book of Revelation. There's an archaic version that reads... And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth.
Explaining why they dress in burlap bags. They're trying to make us think they are in fact these, what was the word, witnesses?
Exactly, Commander. And Ben Judah has always held that this period began the day the One World Government entered into a peace agreement with Israel. You count exactly 1,260 days from then, and you have what the preachers themselves call the due time.
Would the rest of you mind if I had some time alone with Mr. Hickman? Jim, I need to confide something that's troubling me. There are things in those ancient writings that would be hard to fake.
Oh, I don't know about that. Turning water to blood is a trick. Something planted in the water supply.
But at Kolick Stadium, it seemed to happen to water already in bottles.
I've seen magicians do the same thing. Something in the mix responds to weather conditions.
But what about keeping it from raining for so long?
Coincidence. I've seen Israel go months without rain. It's easy to claim you're keeping it from raining when there's no rain. What'll they say when the rain comes? That they decided to give us a break?
People who try to kill them wind up incinerate.
Flamethrowers. Really, Commander, you're not suggesting these two breathe fire.
Well, if they are not who they claim to be, how do we know they will be vulnerable at the prescribed moment,
We don't. But either they're vulnerable, or they're not who they say they are. Whichever way you look at it, we win.
Thank you, Mr. Hickman. I will pass this on to the potentate immediately.
1,260 days since the treaty. We had already decided on a pageant. Now we know precisely when to stage it. I will leave it to you. Leave to me the so-called witnesses. The world, especially Israel, has long since looked forward to their end. It will be considered my crowning achievement.
If you are certain.
Well, you do not agree?
There are what would seem safer alternatives, Excellency. We could execute them without being implicated or involved. You could even decry the deed publicly, restating that you encourage freedom of speech and thought.
But not freedom to torment the world with plagues and judgments, Leon.
Would not that statement imply that these men are who they say they are?
It makes no difference. Do you not see? I want credit for standing up to these imposters.
Of course. And as always, Excellency, you do know best.
Hey, Ray. An outdoor cafe seems a bit exposed for a meeting of this nature, don't you think?
Albie said we'd head to a restaurant somewhere, but he wants us to wait for him out here first.
I'd feel better if we got out of sight.
And out of the sun.
Well, should we jump into the culture by ordering warm sodas and goat's head soup?
Oh, please.
You okay?
Oh, too much excitement for one day, I guess. I'm pretty tired.
Take a little rest, huh? She's a trooper. Neither one of us have ever been in a spot like this.
That's for sure. I think I will just lay my head down here a little bit if you don't mind.
Hey, that daughter of yours, she's smart as a whip. I know you almost pitch in with ideas, but she's got this co-op organized and coming together like nobody's business.
Chloe's been working hard.
This gentleman has a sense of purpose to his step. Is this our guy?
This is our guy.
Albie,
Please, sit. Captain, one of my people reports strangers.
Strangers? Where?
At the airport.
Any place in particular?
Near the service hangar.
I was afraid of that. We have to maintain access to our plane for a quick departure.
No worries, my friend. I had someone slap a GC quarantine sign on the door. Warning of sulfur vapors on board. No one will dare go near.
Do you think they're looking for us?
I am an entrepreneur, not a spy. Come, let me show you your merchandise. Do you want your friends to see it as well?
It's okay with me.
I think I'll stay here with Sleeping Beauty.
Thank you, hon.
Okay. Stay alert. And I wouldn't stir up any trouble at the airport unless absolutely necessary.
No, don't worry about us. We'll just hang out here and get something to... eat.
Oh, you wanted to see me, sir?
Is it true?
Sir?
You haven't seen the internal audit on your department?
It's ready?
I have it here, and I don't like the conclusions.
I'd be happy to study their findings and respond as thoroughly as I can.
The Cyber Transmission Detection Project. They're recommending pulling the plug.
But we talked about that.
I know you've put your heart and soul into it, but honestly, internal audit says you're no closer than you were the day we installed the equipment.
But the potentate, he's been the one who...
We're very close to locating Ben Judah and his followers through different methods. He will understand. Now I have an idea for the use of those man-hours and computers.
Good. I'd hate to see them go to waste.
His Excellency has assigned me a rather ambitious 10-region tour.
Well, how can we help?
My oratory skills are so much less than His Excellency. I would like your people to dig out facts about each region, its history. By knowing as much as I can and being accurate about the details, I honor them. His Excellency does this type of thing by instinct. Just listening to him is magical. The first time I heard him, I knew in my soul I would pledge my life to him. Have you ever felt that way about someone, David?
I believe I can empathize with that devotion.
Really? May I ask whom?
You mean who I idolize enough to pledge my life to? Yeah, my father, actually.
He must be a wonderful man.
He is. He's like God to me.
Indeed. What does he do?
Well, he's creative. He works with his hands.
But his character, that's what inspires you.
More than you'll ever know. More than I can say.
I'd love to meet him someday.
Oh. Actually, there is a very good chance you will meet him one day. Face to face.
Yeah, could you bring me one more of these nice warm sodas? Thanks. Trudy? Sleeping, Trudy? Just rest, hon. One of these days we're not going to have to run anymore. God will take care of the whole bunch. The GCs, the Carpathias, and the rest of them, you'll see. One day old Carpathia will... What? No, Trudy! What? Trudy, no!
Left Behind, the dramatic audio series, is based in part on the book Assassins by Tim LaHaye and Jerry Jenkins, and has been adapted for radio by Chris Fabry, with music by Steve Wick. Directed and produced by Todd Bastide. Left Behind, the dramatic audio series, is a production of Gap Digital and Tyndale House Publishers. Thank you for listening.